Hey, it's Judas. Yeah, that Judas. The guy whose name became a warning label.
You've probably already judged me. That's fine. I judge myself too. But at least hear me out. I was from Kerioth, tiny town in Judea, not Galilee like the others. That made me the outsider. I wasn't a fisherman. Didn't have nets or boats. Didn't have cousins in the group. I was the odd one out.
And yet, Jesus noticed me. He chose me. He gave me a seat at the table when no one else would. One of the 12. From forgotten nobody to walking beside the Messiah. Talk about a promotion. Everywhere he went, I went. When he preached, I leaned in. When he healed, I stood amazed. When he prayed, I tried not to snore. Then he handed me the money bag, the treasurer, keeper of resources, basically CFO of Jesus & Co. At first, I was honored. It felt like trust, and I carried it proudly.
But treasurer didn't come with perks. No salary, no free housing, not even a donkey stipend.
Still, I saw miracles. Blind men shouting when their eyes opened. Dead men stumbling out alive. Storms obeying like nervous puppies. Bread multiplying in our hands. So much bread, I was pulling crumbs out of my robe for days. And yet, something in me shifted. Not doubt, never doubt. I believed he was the Messiah. But impatience grew. I wanted a conqueror. A king with crowns and swords. Not towels and sandals. Not love your enemies speeches. I wanted Rome crushed. Not parables about farmers and seeds. I mean, who starts a revolution with gardening tips?
That's where the cracks began. Small, quiet, invisible, but cracks all the same.
I wanted action. Crowns, swords, thrones. Not washing feet and blessing kids. I pictured him riding into Rome. Armies at his back, Caesar trembling. Instead, he talked about turning cheeks. And not the fun kind. Inside me, a voice whispered, "Push him. Make him show his power. Force his hand." And I listened. At first it was small. A little skim off the bag, nothing anyone would notice. Okay, maybe Matthew noticed. He was a tax guy. Numbers were his hobby.
And honestly, it gave me a rush. Like I mattered. Like I was in control.
Then Mary walked in. She broke a jar of perfume, worth a year's wages, and poured it all on his feet. Why wasn't this sold and given to the poor? That's what I said. Truth? I just wanted it in the bag. Because the bag meant me. My security. My importance. The others thought I cared about justice. I didn't. I cared about Judas. And still, he let me stay. Didn't call me out. Didn't humiliate me.
He just looked at me. That look that saw through everything, like he had access to my browser history.
Passover came. The Last Supper. The final meal together. I sat close enough to dip bread in the same bowl. Close enough to hear his breath. And then he said it. "One of you will betray me." The room exploded. Is it me? Surely not me. Everyone panicking. Even I asked. Surely not I, Rabbi. He looked straight at me. Straight into me. "You've said it. That was it." My chest caved in. But I didn't stop. I took the bread he handed me. And in that moment, it felt like something dark moved in. He leaned in close, so only I could hear. "What you're about to do quickly." The others were clueless. But I knew. So I left. Into the night. 30 pieces of silver. That's what I traded him for. The Son of God hash for pocket change. The Garden of Gethsemane. I knew the spot. We had prayed there often. I led them straight to it. Torches, swords, soldiers everywhere here. And the signal was simple, a kiss. Yeah, a kiss. Of all the signals in the world, that's the one I picked. Talk about awkward. I walked up to him, called him Rabbi, kissed him, and he looked at me, steady. Friend. That word stung worse than any sword. Even as I betrayed him, he called me friend. Then chaos broke loose. Peter swung his sword, took off a guy's ear. Clean off. And Jesus? He put it back on. Like, who does that? You're being arrested and you're still running a free clinic. That's when it hit me. I hadn't forced a revolution. I hadn't sped up prophecy. I had just handed over an innocent man. My stomach dropped. Regret hit me like a flood. But it was too late. The soldiers had him. And I had blood money in my hands. I ran back to the priests, silver burning in my palm. I threw it at their feet. I have betrayed innocent blood. And they looked at me and said,
What's that to us? That's your problem.
wow, thanks for the pastoral care, guys. Money on the floor. My soul in shreds. Shame screaming in my ears. You're finished. You're beyond grace. I thought about turning back, finding Peter, falling at John's feet. But I couldn't face them. I couldn't face myself. Eventually, I found a tree, a rope, and silence.
I don't know if I can do this. What else is there for me? What else can I do? And because of that choice, I never lived to see the third day. The empty tomb, the stone rolled away.
I missed it. The risen Savior. The forgiveness Peter found. The hope I thought I'd lost forever. See, Peter denied him 3 times. I betrayed him once. The difference? Peter believed grace was still possible. I didn't. If I could go back, I'd grab myself by the shoulders. I'd shout, "Stay! Don't run! Sunday is coming!" Because the cross wasn't plan B. It wasn't damage control. It was the plan. Even my betrayal couldn't derail redemption. But shame doesn't whisper. It screams. It told me I was finished, that my name would forever be the punchline to betrayal jokes. And honestly, I gave shame the mic. I let it drown out grace. Biggest mistake of my life. Now people use my name to warn others.
Don't be a Judas.
You've probably said it yourself.
But maybe there's more to see. Not to excuse me, never. But to warn you how it starts.
It wasn't one big leap. It was small cracks, tiny compromises, a little pride, a little greed, drip by drip, until I was drowning. And it cost me everything. But it doesn't have to cost you. Because Jesus still calls failures friend. He still washes dirty feet. He still breaks bread with the broken. He still offers grace to the guilty. So don't run. Don't give shame the final word. Don't believe the lie that you're too far gone. Because you're not. The cross still speaks. I'm Judas, and this was my side of the story. Not for pity, not for sympathy,
But for someone like you. Because if you're hearing this, there's still time.